Saving a life is like saving the entire world. It's the most remarkable statement in Schindler's List and brings to mind a German named John Raab. He set up 25 refugee camps during the Holocaust and saved 250,000 people. Later, the Raab diary he wrote became the solid evidence of the terrible crimes committed by the Japanese army. We are always grateful to such a benefactor. There is also a great German who paid the German army per head to save the lives of 10 Jews during World War II. He is Schindler, a great philanthropist who spent all his money to save people. But when he first came to Poland, he was just a shrewd businessman who wanted to make a fortune through war. After the German army occupied Poland, all the Jews were forced out of their homes and isolated in the Jewish districts of big cities. They accepted the fate of being tortured by the devil. Schindler entered the German officer's banquet hall for the first time and surveyed the area with his unique perspective. Soon he located an officer. Yes, it was him. He called the waiter to buy the most expensive red wine in the store and asked him to send it to the opposite table. The two officers took the bait because they had no resistance to a wealthy sponsor. Schindler then won over more Nazi officers with his generous wallet and noble spirit, becoming the most loyal person in the audience. It was just the start of his dream to become wealthy. He aimed to establish a military supply factory, but lacked funds. All Jews, including wealthy tycoons, would move into the Krasnoyarsk ghetto. They would have to leave their luxurious homes and live in dilapidated houses. The Jewish committee was responsible for arranging their food, clothing, housing, and transportation. One of the key members became the target of the new Schindlers. Visit. The Jews living in the Glee district had no right to spend money, let alone do business, so Schindler targeted those Jewish tycoons. Sten was their middleman and could manage the factory for Schindler. As expected, all the Jewish tycoons chose to invest. Schindler contacted the military to get the funds, and Schindler could open the factory smoothly. He refused the Polish choice to use during this period. Stern helped many Jews forge work certificates so that they could successfully enter Schindler's factory. Technicians of Jewish descent could receive a blue card, providing them with immunity from death. Schindler made a lot of money by bribing Nazi officers, which almost led to a shortage of the military supplies he produced. One day, a one-armed old man came to thank Schindler. If he had not become a technician, he would have died a long time ago. But Schindler had never thought about saving people and doing good deeds. On the way to work the next day, the workers were asked by the Nazis to shovel blood. Soldiers found and buried the one-armed old man with a smile. The worker who shot himself was killed for no reason. Schindler found the officer, but the officer's answer was that the one-armed Jew should not live in the world. What made Schindler even more upset was that his capable General Sten was put on a train to the concentration camp. Fortunately, he rushed to the station in time. The train stopped, and Sten was rescued. But who could save the people in the train? Woolen cloth.